My name is Inkunde Jingambokayamba and I know my rights.
I have the right to health.
I have a right to education.
I have the right to identity.
I have the right to be protected from abuse.
I have the right to family life.
Hello viewers, welcome to this program. As we all know, today on the 5th of March is International Children's Day of Broadcasting, where children get to express themselves through media platforms. Today I am honored to have a very special guest by the name of Mr. John Kalusa. He is a justice and peace expert. Welcome to this program, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, would you kindly briefly explain about yourself so that our viewers can be able to know the person I'm interacting with?
Thank you very much. My name is John Kalusa. Yes. Just as you rightly said, yes. I'm a specialist in human rights, and I have also I'm biased towards land rights. That is the area which I'm specialized with. So issues to do with human rights, they also border on the children's rights. So it's a pleasure that you host me to this very important discussion.
I think our viewers would love to know what are human rights specifically, what they are.
Well, human rights are pieces of legislation which are binding. They are agreements that are standard, so that people adhere or observe and enjoy these rights. And apart from the rights, there are also duties and obligations.
So, why are children's rights important?
Wow, thank you very much. But before I say why your rights as children are important, I just want to give a brief background to your rights as children. We can trace children's rights back to the year 1924. This is when the Geneva Declaration of Rights of the Child were done, or rather in Geneva.
Yes.
And these were adopted, the children's rights were adopted on 20th November 1959 and recognized in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. That is where we are coming from. But of late, there was the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. These were posted on 1st November 1989 and published on the same day, 1st November 1989, adopted and opened for signature, ratification, and accession by the General Assembly Resolution number 44/25 of 20th November 1989, and they came into operationalization in 1990 according to Article 49 of this convention. Therefore, your rights are very important. Why are they important? Because they encompass your being, your well-being, and your protection. So you must enjoy these. That's why they are important.
Thank you for that explanation, sir. According to you, sir, why should us children around the society know about our rights and other people?
So that you are aware. When you are aware, then you can take a good action or necessary action when your rights are violated.
As in for me, if I find someone is being violated in the society, I mean their rights are being violated in the society, because I know that is wrong and I have no idea what I can do about it. So where can I report such cases?
All right, when you find someone's rights or your friend's rights are being violated, you can go and report. There are a number of organizations, but the first place there where you can go to is the Zambia Police Victim Support Unit. In the police service, there is a unit that looks at, specifically on people who are being victimized, and that's the area. But nevertheless, YMWCA, NGOCC, and other organizations, you can report these rights and they can be redressed.
Okay. So before we move on to these other questions, I'm sure a lot of people would love to know what these rights are, what the rights that they have.
The children's rights.
Yes.
Well, the children's rights are many. They are divided into civil rights, political rights, economic rights, social rights, and cultural rights.
Yes.
But I will not put them in that order when discussing with you. I will say one of the rights is the right to health. You must be a healthy person, right? That's a right which you must enjoy. And within this right to health, there is good food and nutrition. It is right to health. And within that very right to health, there is shelter. You must be looked after properly. And there is also clothing within that very right of health. And there is also clean and safe drinking water and all these other water to be used. So that is one, right to health, as well as a right to education. And apart from this right, you have also freedoms, the freedom of association and the freedom of expressing your views. So there are a number of these rights.
Yes. According to me, I've heard of these rights which they say. I have heard of someone's right being violated through early marriages. How can you avoid such, especially in villages?
Yeah, where there are early marriages, yes, someone's right has been violated. In villages, you report to the village head person. Apart from the village head person, there are group leaders or sub-chiefs before the matter can reach the chief. So there is that traditional setup. When you report in that traditional setup, it reaches the chief, and then the chief can pick it up. All the chiefs, they have also a place where they meet as a house of chiefs, where they discuss these issues. So they are very much aware of this problem in Zambia.
Yes. So how can our parents and guardians, any person who is keeping us, how can they protect us from our rights being violated? How can they protect us?
Number one, they should abide by your rights, or they should provide what you are required to. They should provide. And when they have not provided, then of course you have also a right to report them. Yes.
So, sir, according to you, since you are a justice and peace expert, how do you feel when you go in the society and then you see other people's rights being violated?
Oh, very, very bad, of course. When rights are being violated, that's why there are structures and institutions that deal with such. So when you come across such a violation, you just report them to the relevant authorities. One of them, as I say, the police, victim support unit, so that that person who violates that right is dealt with according to how the law requires.
There are children whereby their rights are being violated, and they are scared, scared to report, because they say maybe if I do this I might be killed and they're hiding. So how can you
encourage?
Yes. How can you know about their whereabouts? Because they can't go out. They are fearing the people around them.
Yes.
So how can you get a hold of them?
My advice to such children is please, 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 never keep quiet. Speak out. Go to someone to inform. If the police is very far, go to the pastor of your church. Inform your pastor. Go to the reverend. Go to the priest. Inform. Go even to the neighbor. Inform. Don't keep it. If you keep it to yourself, that violation is not going to stop. It will continue and continue and continue. So the best is to open up, speak about it, tell someone, let someone know who can help you. Don't go to any person who is below your age or above, or of your friend in the peer group, but to someone who is elderly who can help you.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, in such cases, Since you said you have the rights to health,
Yes.
nutrition, food, and everything.
Yes.
But there are such cases whereby your family is poor and they can't even afford to buy for your food. How can you help such people? Because when they are poor, it's not like they also wish to be poor, because it's just the way their life is. So how can you help such people?
Yes, and as a child, the way you can help if your parents are poor or if you in that family is poor is to utilize the soil. If you have a backyard or if you have some kind of land, just make use of that land. You can at least get something which you can sell. You know, a business to survive does not need millions. You can even have a 20 kwacha. And from that 20 kwacha, you tell me that the family cannot afford in the whole year to even have a 20 kwacha. Just within 20 kwacha, they can make a budget, buy some flour, make some fritters, sell, and that profit on top, buy something to eat. And then you as a child, you should help to sell. But not selling at night and not taking that business to the bar. But you can help. I appreciate your question. It's a very difficult question, to be sincere, but that's why we can also call upon government to help such families through social cash transfer. They should give them some money, about 400 now, so that 400, when they get it, let them not use it right away there. Let them begin a small income generating activity.
You have told us how the government can help us in the society.
Yes.
And then also, when you come to child development, I know that there are some parents whereby the same way they don't have money and they send their their children to go and to be prostitutes in the night, to go and sleep with you, and in order for them to have that money. So how can you encourage them? What advice can you give to them?
I'm telling those parents to stop, because if they are encouraging their children to go for prostitution, they are sending them to the graveyard. They want their children to die early. So such parents must just identify themselves where they are, to the political leaders, to the councillor, to the World Development Committee, so that they can be connected to the social cash transfer. Or they can also belong to some of these cooperatives that have now come in. We are saying that they are now cooperatives that the government is able to assist through the constituencies where they live. So people should not divide themselves from other friends, so that they can learn how they can improve their living standard. Sure.
Thank you. I now know my rights as a child, and
Yes.
if someone is violating them, I know where to report to and
Good.
how I can get my help. So
Good.
in conclusion, do you have any concluding remarks?
Yes. I'm going to conclude by appealing to the parents out there who you said are poor. Let them not have that notion of being poor. Let them join hands with other people, so that they can at least gain some income, so that they raise their families in an orderly and healthy manner. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the answer, and thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate. I'm very honored to have you on this interview. I'm sure that a lot of different people have learned a lot from you, sir. Please continue with the good work. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you, viewers, for watching this program. Stay tuned for more information about children's rights, and please enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you for watching.